How are you? Everybody good? Good. Okay.
So, the German press, thank you for having you here.
No, thanks for having me. I'm sure you'd rather be outside, so thanks.
Some short questions because people
Great. I'll wait.
want to sing.
Yeah, I want to sing.
Well,
Anybody? Go on. Hi.
Bring You Home is your first solo album, and it took you longer than any other of your albums. And you wrote more songs than ever on your own.
Yeah.
So what else is special about Bring You Home?
For me, it was a big step making this latest album, because the last studio album wasn't as successful as my previous solo albums. So I kind of released the Greatest Hits album to give me a bit of space and a bit of time to focus on what sort of record I needed to make. And it was great. I built a little studio at the house in Dublin, and I spent every day at home, over a year and a half, just writing and recording and trying to figure out who I wanted to make this record for. And I realized through that time that I needed to make an album for the fans. That was the most important thing. So I kind of went back to my roots and to listen to the first album, the first solo album. And I ended up making an album full of big love songs, and that's really my strength, I think. And I understand that now, that, that's what my fans want. And that's what this album is, full of heart and soul and big ballads. And it's been great. It's been a breath of fresh air for me. It feels great.
Germany in June, July 2006 is the time of the World Championship.
Indeed.
Have you seen a game?
Well, I was lucky enough last week to be in Berlin for the opening, and I played at the Brandenburg Gate to 500,000 people with Nelly Furtado and Simple Minds and a few other bands. It was an amazing night. We had a brilliant time. I got to meet Pelé, which was very cool. And it's just the buzz here. And then the next night I played at the Thomas Gottschalk TV show in the Adidas Arena, which was amazing. It was such a buzz. They've built this, I don't know if you've seen it on TV, but they've built this amazing arena. From the air, it looks like a huge stadium. Yeah. But when you get close to it, it's only the size of a house, It's amazing. It's incredible what they've done. And the place that it's in, it's impressive. So yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a live game, but I've definitely been part of the atmosphere of the World Cup. And I have to say, I'm not just saying it because I'm here, but I think, Germany have done an amazing job of hosting the World Cup. The setup is brilliant. The money that's been spent, the government has spent on just the setup, it's impressive. It's organised. It's very cool. It's very impressive.
So you are from Ireland, but what's
Yeah.
your favourite team?
Sadly, the Irish aren't in it this year. It's a terrible shame. We don't really have a team this year. And I was having a coffee about 3 weeks ago with Robbie Keane. And the guys are so disappointed they're not playing, They're heartbroken. It's terrible, because this would have been Robbie's year. It would have been great. But, next time, please God, the European Championships in 2 years, hopefully we'll have a team and we'll be playing. I mean, I'm kind of shouting for the underdog at the moment, whoever's the Ivory Coast or Ghana or, all these guys that people are kind of saying they're never going to win. It'd be nice to see someone like that do well. But, I think you can't rule out, Germany, France, England and Brazil. I mean, they're the 4 big teams, and I think it's going to come down to two of those teams in the final.
500,000 people at the Brandenburg Gate.
Yeah.
Today, about 60, 70 people.
Yeah. Slightly different.
This kind of
yeah,
concert,
that's
what do you
nice.
think about?
I like the intimate shows, the smaller shows, to get that contact with the fans, to be close to them. It's very different to an arena show or a stadium show. It's real. Sometimes it can be far more nerve-wracking to be that close and to only have that many people in the room. It's a very different performance you're giving. But it's nice, and I think it's very important to do these sort of shows. I like them. I've done a few of them over the last few weeks. Anyone else? No.
You often
Go ahead.
you often work in your home studio, so that you can be next to your family and
Yeah.
to your children. Did your family inspire you?
Yeah, I mean, I think, life in general, as any songwriter will tell you, I think just life in general is what inspires you to write songs and gives you ideas. So, just the people around me constantly you know, are the people that inspire me to write the songs I write. And whether that's my friends or the people I meet on the street or my family, definitely have given me a lot of great ideas for this album. Songs like Superman, which was a song I wrote about me not being a Superman, understanding that I'm not perfect and that I make mistakes. And then songs like Bring You Home, which is a song I wrote about my kids. It's a gift I want to leave my children, that song. And I want them to understand it's okay to make mistakes and trip up and, you know, get your heart broken, but pick yourself up again and life goes on. And I think those messages are important. And they're all the ideas I got from being around the kids. So yeah, life in general, traveling. I mean, you know, open your eyes and you look around. The world is a brilliant place as well as a terrible place. We look at CNN and Sky News and the heartache and the terror and the bloodshed that's going on in the world at the moment. What I want to do with my music is I want people to be able to have an optimistic view on life and to have some sort of positivity, because I think we live in a time when there's not a lot of it. So that's what I try and do with my songs.
Traveling around, have you been in Frankfurt before?
Yeah, many times, yeah.
What do you like in Frankfurt and Hessen? Is there a special thing,
well,
food or drink, or Apfelwein?
I know Apfelwein, yes. I mean, I've been here quite a bit in Germany over the last 12 years, and you know, after the UK, Germany would be the next stop for me, is where I'd spend most of my time. So I've built up a good relationship with the record company and with people here, the fans. I've been lucky enough to do arena tours here in Germany and play Frankfurt, the arena in Frankfurt, which is a cool arena in the city, the Festhalle, yeah. And I mean, some of the places, but just to be accepted, you know, to be this far from my home and people know my name and want to hear my songs, that's a very special feeling. I'm in a very privileged position, and you know, I'll never take that for granted. I like it here. I have family living down the road in Frankfurt. My cousin married a guy from Frankfurt, and they live just down the road here, so I get to see them quite a bit when we come over, which is nice too. So yeah, no, I like it here. Let's go.
Last question, and then we have the RTL interview. Hat da jemand?
Yeah, at the end of the month I'm doing a show in Berlin and a show in Cologne, part of these festivals and so on. But the actual tour, the world tour, is going to start at the end of the year, and that's going to take about 8 months, and we'll do a proper German tour then, where it'll be my show, my stage, my production. So I'm looking forward to that. Probably be about February, March when we get to Germany.